Again, starting from the same point, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was opposed to the establishment of the Congress party. There were some reasons behind. Congress was established in 1885. When it was established, it called for the democratic system in India that should be like UK based. And Congress also demanded that recruitment in government posts should be through competitive exams. Now, Sir Syed Ahmed Khan thought that democratic system UK style would not be favorable for the Muslims because Hindus are in majority. They would be winning every election. At the same time, recruitment through the competitive exams, he had also objection that Muslims are not so well qualified that they can compete with the non-Muslims or Hindus who were very much interested towards the modern education. So from that point, he realized that the policies of the Congress would not be in favor of the Muslims. So he advised Muslims not to join the Congress party. Reason being, if they have joined the Congress party, Congress can claim that whatever their demands they are, those are also supported by the Muslims as well. At the same time, Congress would be strengthened with the support of the Muslims as well. For that reason, he advised Muslims not to join Congress party. At the same time, uh, uh, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan has a religious contribution, for example, to remove the gap to bridge the gap between uh, British and Muslims. He highlighted the common points of the Islam and Christianity. He even remove the misunderstanding about the term Nadrat art that is called the Nasara. The Muslims used to call for uh, the British or the Christians. They were considering it a very derogatory. He explained that the word Nasara, that its root word is from the Nasr, which means helper. So he tried to make the point the use of the Nasara is not a derogatory, but it has a positive connotation. So that way he tried to bridge the gaps at the religious levels as well. The another most important contribution of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan is considered the development of the two nation theory by the 1867. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan strongly believed that all Indians, whether they are the Hindus or the Muslims or the Sikhs, whatever religion they belong to, they are the one nation. They should behave like a one nation. But there came a change in his mind in 1867 after the Hindi Urdu controversy in the Banaras, where what happened, certain Hindu nationalists demanded that Urdu should be replaced with the Hindi. The reason being, the Urdu was associated with the Muslims. It was shocking for him. From that onwards, he realized that Hindus and Muslims are a different nation. They cannot live together as a one nation. And he gave his famous two nation theory. Main things he developed that because of the Islamic religious difference, their point of views are different. Then he also developed his two nation theory on the basis of the Hindu centric policies of the Congress. So these were the main points regarding Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. If anybody has related to language, there's two types of the question. One question is quite frequent. You can see that in the past papers as well. Why was Urdu chosen as the national language of Pakistan? That is the easier one that can be covered in the discussion. Then other one is about the regional languages. Although Pakistan having a lot of regional languages, but here regional languages relates to basically the main provincial languages of the Pakistan, like Sindhi, Punjabi, Pashto, Balochi. There are other regional languages like Saraiki, Hindko, Kashmiri, etc. Those are not included. Just the main languages of the provinces. What is the type of the question about the regional languages? Three types of the question you can see. One was the Punjabi has been developed more than any other regional languages. Do you agree, disagree? Sindhi has been developed more than any other regional language. Do you agree, disagree? Now here we have to discuss about all the regional languages. Then there have been a question that is very comprehensive in 9. That was Urdu has been developed more than any other regional languages. Do you agree, disagree? Coming to Urdu, why it was chosen as a national language of the Pakistan. The obvious reason in Pakistan there was a lot of the regional languages were spoken. All had in a one way or other way connection with the some province. So if any regional language was to be uh, uh, made as a national language, other province would object. So it was thought that in that context, Urdu would be the better one. At the same time, Urdu was more developed. Developed in a sense, it has lot of literature, it has lot of poetry. It was quite expressive as well. So that consideration put the Urdu at a higher pedal to be uh, selected as as a national language of Pakistan. There was important connection of the Urdu with the Muslims of the subcontinent as well. We can know about the all work of the Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan was in Urdu, and even the development of the two nation theory was also based on the basis of the Urdu. And one of the objectives of Muslim League was the protection of the Muslim culture and Urdu. In that background, Urdu was preferred on the other languages. If we just see the background of the Urdu, it was developed during the Delhi Sultanate period. A lot of people were there. So uh, for the interaction, there was the influence of the local language. This language was developed initially. It was also called Lashkari, and lot of poets contributed in the development of the Urdu. And in the end period of the Mughal Empire, especially during the Bahadur Shah Zafar, Urdu was also the court language of Mughal court as well, official language of the Mughal court. So these were the main points. Now coming to the about the promotion of the regional languages, there are certain specific points taken for the promotion of Punjabi and uh, Sindhi, Pashto, Balochi. Those specific points should be mentioned first. Like there are certain points here that, for example, there are journal points about every regional language. We can develop the one paragraph or generalized paragraph for each regional language. For example, uh, master's, PhD level courses are offered in the Punjabi, Sindhi, Pashto, and Balochi. At the same time, we can say for the every language that on the national media in olden days, especially on PTV and Radio Pakistan, there was a time slot given to every regional language. There used to be time, if I recall correctly, from 5 to 6. That was all time fixed, always fixed for the regional languages. In Sindhi programs were telecast. In Punjabi programs were telecast. So was the case in the KPK that time, NWF. Even in, on the Radio Pakistan, there was the news bulletins. There was a program at the regional in the regional languages as well. In in a modern in a recent days, we can see lot of uh, TV channels, private TV channels are working. They may be the news channels, they may be the entertainment channels. They are in the local languages. So these can be such type of the paragraph can be developed on each regional language. And same way, specific steps taken for the promotion of the every language. For example, if I start with the Sindhiology department was established in the Sindh University. Certain academies were established. Those can be mentioned. There are 4 points about Sindhi in the book. So was the case about the Pashto. Pashto dictionary was uh, established. Written that also played a role in the promotion of the Pashto. Same type of the steps were taken for the Balochi and Punjabi as well. So this is just generalized. These are the generalized paragraphs, and specific paragraphs can also be developed. So we can easily develop the 7 paragraph. If it is compared with the Urdu, then it will be much easier. Now, if you want to give the conclusion, you can go for any conclusion. Mainly in the regional, if there's a comparison with the Urdu, so obviously we will go for the Urdu because that is a national language. So it has more exposure and in a one way or other way more projection. But if at the regional level, normally uh, one can write the positive paragraph in the conclusion about the Punjabi. One can write positive paragraph of the Sindhi as well. But Sindhi has an edge in a way. Because Sindhi is the only regional language which is the medium of instruction in the province of the Sindh, even in the courts. So in that way, the Sindhi has been developed more. So you can also go for that conclusion as well.